Welcome back. Introduce yourself. No, come on. We gotta get it going.
I'm it's your boy.
Yeah.
It's your boy Yoshi.
It's your man, Mint Shark.
Yeah.
Coming back. You're
And
back. Thank you for coming back.
Yeah, we're back with another episode. We're never gonna stop until a plane crashes into the studio.
1 million episodes, 1 million times.
And by the way it's looking, it could be tomorrow.
Yippee! I mean, shit. 1 out of 10 people dies from airplane crash.
These days, apparently.
Yeah. Honestly, if you look
Safest
at
way to travel. It's not anymore. The fuck. The fuck out of my face. Are
you
kidding
can't even
me?
travel like state lines.
No. Fuck now. Fucking.
Should we leave that in?
What?
The political economic state of the world right now?
The political. I think planes should be able to fly. That's what I think. I think the government.
No, that's DEI. That's diversity, equity, and inclusion. They shouldn't fly.
I think it's crazy that we blame black people for planes fucking falling from the sky. But hey, whatever the fuck.
Obviously, they're using their beams to fucking put them down.
Their beams.
Their beams.
Whatever. Fucking clown ass motherfucker. Not even a good clown like us.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Thank you for coming back, guys. I'm so glad that you're putting the effort, putting the work to
just like us.
putting in the effort and putting in the work to work on this parasitic relationship, on this beautiful cult community that we are we're building.
Parasitic?
Yes.
You mean parasocial?
No, I'm in parasitic.
Oh.
I'm in parasitic.
Just checking.
I am going inside of your brain every time you listen to this, and I am sucking a little bit of your intelligence out.
Whoa, you're sucking our viewers?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Buddy boy.
Viewers more like listeners.
Yeah. Listen. We have news, and then we have a good amount of news this week, and you don't have to watch.
Gotta keep my eyes closed.
Justice League 20, the Zack Snyder cut is on the TV, and
garbage.
Yeah,
garbage.
Zack Snyder's the blueprint, I think, but
the blueprint for what?
for bad movies.
Yeah, I was about to say for fucking what? Anyway,
So I have some news, and then this episode is gonna be basically us catching up on reviews. So we have reviews for 4 different things this week.
Yeah,
but we're gonna start with the news just like we always do. All right.
Okay. Let's get into
There's time codes for everything. No, there's not.
I'm not gonna time
He's
code.
fucking lying. I'm not gonna time code a goddamn
He's
thing.
fucking lying. It's like a shit.
Yeah, I'm a liar. I'm a fucking liar. I'm a dirty, filthy liar.
Whoa.
Yeah. First one I got here, right? Valentine's Day was last week.
Yippee.
Did you have a good Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Did you kiss your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Fuck that loser. But Drake dropped an album. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, I saw.
I want to meet your madre to give thanks to your padre.
Bro, I have never
Por favor.
I've never wanted to reach into my fucking soul and pull out the Latina out of me so fucking bad. I wish I didn't know Spanish. That's how fucking bad it was.
I want to take you to my casa.
Yo, somebody
A ver qué es lo que pasa, mi amor.
Somebody alert Bad Bunny security. This motherfucker is trying to steal his entire swag.
Yeah, he didn't do good, let me tell you that.
No.
What was the album called? Some shitty songs for you or some shit like that?
It's some shit like that.
No, it was actually some sexy songs. I stole that joke. The some shitty songs thing.
Some shitty songs. Well,
yeah, they were bad though.
They were so fucking bad.
Yo, and there's a lot of them too.
Oh my god.
The album isn't Let me just take a quick look, because I'm pretty sure it's more than 12 songs on the album.
This shit was so fucking ass. It's not even funny. I literally thought people were joking. I thought it was AI generated.
I thought it was AI generated too.
I'm like, this is a joke. And then I saw it, and I was like, no way.
Because all this stuff from the Super Bowl had just happened not long before, so I was like, oh, this is not real or whatever. Right?
Yeah, I thought it was a fucking joke.
Yeah, I you know how they're like, oh, they made this. Look what Kendrick did to Drake. This is real. I was so.
This is so this is. I don't even know how to call this a reaction. I don't know what comes to your mind. After somebody roasts the fuck out of you, calling you corny, you make the corniest fucking thing I've seen in my entire life.
Bro got Party Next Door on fucking almost all of these, by the way.
Crying.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 songs on this album.
That is too many songs.
Yeah.
That's too. Who's listening to this? As a Drake fan, do you genuinely be fucking for real? Look at me in my dead ass eyes,
I
and tell me you like this shit. Don't lie to me.
It's crazy because I saw the stats or whatever, right? This was reported like the day after.
Mm.
But apparently the drop off between like listeners on day 1 and then day 2 was 40% or something like that.
Yeah, because it was ass.
Yeah, Kendrick's for comparison, Kendrick's GNX is still doing bigger numbers than this new Drake album right now.
Bitch, damn is doing better than this album. To this day.
I got loyalty.
I love that song, genuinely. But
Yeah.
anyway, Drake, this is embarrassing. Please stop doing the thing that you're doing.
Speaking of Kendrick, right? And
Hold on. Let me do my little section. Pedophile.
I'm just gonna leave it in. I'm not gonna cut that out anymore.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I'm not.
Pedophile.
I'm not. I'm tired of cutting shit like that out.
Fair.
This is
Fair
like
enough.
the 5th week in a row we're gonna mention this idiot.
Yeah. Guys, be so serious. Be so serious.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, so somebody was like, if you want to hear like of rappers speaking Spanish on a song, Kendrick on collard greens.
He got...
Pinche cabrón. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Yo, low key, the shit went hard though. I was like, he don't like got it, but he did get it though.
No. But like also, so this is exactly like just proving Kendrick's point, by the way, because like he tried to like do a song in Spanish or whatever, and Kendrick on GNX had like a way better like actual tribute to Latin American culture in LA
Isn't that fucking crazy?
with like the one mariachi singer girl introing some of the songs,
Yeah.
the Spanish guitar stuff like that.
That shit went so hard, it was fucking crazy.
I want to meet your madre, give things to your padre. Por favor.
Bro will steal anyone's fucking swag. You lucky, like, any other language is too fucking hard out of the romantic languages because his ass would be speaking Korean if he could. He would be getting into K-pop if he actually thought he could get into it. But his ass, he know he can't do it.
I want to eat some pizza, give me some linguine.
Oh.
Bonjour.
Ow. Bro, it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing as fuck. Like, I cannot imagine being like academics, bro.
I hate academics.
How do you do it? Like, I'm genuinely like, I don't have respect for him in any type of way.
No.
But like, some part of me wants to because he's such a big fucking fanboy. It's insane. Like, actually,
It's just hard to gobble so much meat consistently. You know what I mean? Like,
I cannot imagine.
no. Like, the only people who are gobbling that much meat are people in hot dog eating contests. Let me tell you.
There was this fucking clip of him, right? It was academics and somebody was talking to him. I forget who it was.
Yeah.
But it was them being like, yo, do you think Drake actually fucks with you? Like, he literally only, like, he doesn't care about you. He literally only sends you clips so you can, like, do fucking promotions for him.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, he actually, like, you know, he actually cares. This and that. He does favors for me. He cares about my opinion. And he's like, what do you mean he cares about your opinion? Yeah, because he sends me, like, exclusive shit. He's like, yeah, so you can tweak about it on fucking online because he knows that's what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbass, you're doing promotion for him for free.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, nah. Bro, he's not your boyfriend. He don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's so embarrassing. Never have I been that much of a glazer.
No.
Never.
No.
Now Kendrick. No, but actually, it's just embarrassing. The whole thing with academics is just embarrassing.
Yeah. I just think it's funny that he drops his album. It's ass. Nobody likes it. It's day 2. Nobody's listening anymore. I didn't even know this album.
Yup.
Oh, he's liking tweets that saying like it's getting suppressed or whatever. Now he's the victim. He's playing victim. Like
He is. He's like a white woman.
Yeah.
He's like a white woman.
He's like the white woman. He's like, well, I gotta ask for that manager. Lawsuit.
Literally.
Yeah.
And then, hey, you're doing something bad. I'm being oppressed.
I want to meet your padre.
Oh my fucking god. It's so bad. I can't stop thinking
Bro might as
about
well
it.
been like burrito taco nacho.
No, that shit low-key was like a hate crime.
Tortilla queso blanco.
Queso blanco. En chipotle corazón. Nah, bro, it was ass. Let's get out of this topic. I hate Drake.
Yeah. Miku found shot dead in the Bronx.
That didn't happen.
Sorry for your loss.
That didn't happen. She's fine, y'all. I checked in on her. I called her up. I was like,
You're
Miku,
friends with Miku?
Yes. I was like, Miku, what's up? Yo, like, I heard like something happened to you. And
Oh
she's like,
my god, that's not me.
it's like, what? No, I'm fine.
You did a pretty good Miku.
Thank you. That is very nice. She's one of my favorite singers, dog. She's that fire.
What body parts would you give up for a Miku concert?
All of them. Head, everything.
Interesting.
Yeah, brain, legs,
No,
arms.
obviously
all.
that's not real news. I just thought it was funny.
No, it is funny. No, but I called her up. I asked, yo, what happened? You were at the Bronx. She's like, yeah. She was like, yeah, they just saw me. Lied about me. So they were lying about it. That's fake news.
Always lying on my name.
They're always lying on my name.
We have our first look at Matthew Damon. You know who Matthew Damon is?
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
What about him?
We have our first look at him in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Did you know the movie's happening?
Yeah, I heard that Elliot Page is gonna be in it.
Are they? Are he?
Are he? Are he? Are he?
I know Tom Holland's Zendaya.
Are they?
Yeah. Are he?
Both of them?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding, yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that.
McConaughey, maybe? I don't know. There's a lot of, like, big stars cast in this movie. But the point is, we get our look at Matt Damon's as Odysseus.
Interesting. I didn't see it. Let me see. Yeah, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you excited? I don't know. I mean,
she's probably fine.
it's Christopher Nolan's next big movie, you know?
Yeah, but like...
You don't care about
Matt Damon?
What's
For Odysseus?
What's wrong with Matt Damon? I like Matt Damon.
Nothing wrong with Matt Damon. You know, he's cool. But like, it's just like his face does not fit in that gladiator fucking thing helmet, bro. That shit does not look right. His itty bitty little nose. You're joking. You're joking. That shit.
Well, they just used Pedro Pascal last year in Gladiator 2, so.
Yeah, but he doesn't have an itty bitty little nose.
What do you mean? That's what I'm saying. They already used the person with a big Roman nose.
Get somebody else. That is not the only motherfucker. Oh my god! Fuck you, mean that we only got one?
Nah, yeah, we only got one.
Y'all couldn't have cast somebody like who wasn't like the one of the only 10 dudes. I feel like I don't know. I feel like like physically, like I know he's a good actor, but like.
Yeah, I like Matt Damon.
Can we be a little bit like more creative? I don't know.
No.
I just want a little bit more.
Ben Affleck, you mean?
No, I want like somebody with like a Roman nose.
No.
I feel like that would have ate. That would have actually like slayed.
This movie's gonna be 4 hours long, by the way. That's not confirmed.
Will we be tuning in?
Huh?
Will we be tuning in?
We'll see. We'll have to see a tailor first.
A tailor.
A tailor to make a suit for us to watch the trailer.
We gotta watch Taylor Swift. Ask her what she thinks.
Yeah, and she'll be like, "Who are you?" Don't worry, we're with Miku.
Huh? Imagine. Anyway, but I mean, I just like it's cool to see like all the big actors and everything, but like I want new people.
Well, they're not making new people. They're falling out of planes.
Damn. Damn. True. No, but genuinely, like, I just want to see new people, new, like, faces. Like, this shit, like, yeah, I know they're cool. They're, like, trustworthy or whatever because you already seen them. But, like, damn, can we, like, hold the auditions anymore?
No, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Does it not matter? I guess. Does it not matter?
But, like, you're not going to put a movie directed by Christopher Nolan about, like, The Odyssey on a new actor. That's just not happening.
Why not?
Because that's too much of a risk factor.
I mean, I guess, but like
you want a good performance from somebody who is good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but there are undiscovered actors who are good.
Okay, once they're discovered by somebody else, then they can start making movies.
I guess. I just want to see better from the industry. I don't know.
Sorry.
Call me crazy.
Crazy, because it's not happening. Sad news.
Oh.
I don't know if you heard this. This is we're shifting into Latinoamérica news.
No, I know, Paquita.
Paquita la del barrio ha fallecido.
Let me tell you something.
I gave a no.
Let me tell you something. I woke up, something fell off. I looked at my friend's fucking Instagram story, and I saw that she posted Paquita's gone. I was like, no way. No.
Rata inútil.
No, it's rata inmunda. No comiences. Anyway. But I was distraught. I didn't know what to think. I went upstairs. I talked to my mom. She's just like, and I'm like, Mommy, Paquita died. She's like, no. Like, she looked at me like it just fucking hit her in the face. She looked at me and I just slapped her in the face like, no. Paquita. And then she fucking pulled out her phone and started playing Rata Inmunda. And then like, Rata Inmunda. And I'm like, fucking dead. But like, she, like, literally heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. I mean, she was older.
Yeah, no. I mean,
it's so sad.
It's Yeah, it is sad. I just
Ay, Paquita.
rest in peace. Rest in the barrio in the sky. Hard left turn.
Oh my God! Hold on. Let me stew on it for a second. Rest in peace, Paquita, la del barrio. You will be missed in every Latino home. On every Saturday that we're cleaning the floor. Amen.
Yeah. New Fortnite season this week.
Hey, incredible stuff, man. Jesus. Death of a legend. New Fortnite season.
Yeah, we're getting a new Fortnite season. By the time this is out, probably I've already released, but season 2 of chapter 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lawless.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jumping off of that also, the battle pass. It's kind of the worst battle pass I've ever seen.
Really?
But it has Sub-Zero.
Hard.
There's a new Midas skin. Nobody gives a fuck.
Like, Midas stopped being cool so quick.
Yeah, in chapter 2.
Yeah. No, but like the Midas skin was pretty cool because like you touch like your guns and like they turn gold or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it was like a cool concept and like he was cool. Like his like first couple of skins were really cool, but then afterwards they just kind of gassed it.
Yeah.
They kind of kept making fucking Midas skins,
If
bro.
if it ain't broke, keep slamming it until it will.
Yup, that's the Fortnite rule.
Yeah. But jumping off of like that Fortnite thing, so I don't know. You definitely didn't see this. I'm gonna show you this right now.
No, I didn't see this. I don't know what this is.
But so they're doing some weird promotion for this.
What?
They're making like a fake rap beef between one of the characters in the battle pass, who's like a pickle. Just imagine like Peely or whatever, but he's a pickle, right?
Yeah.
That kind of skin. And T-Pain.
What? Is he gonna be the new like thing?
Music pass thing?
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, Miku's here until like April, I think.
Awesome.
But
I already got Miku, by the way. First second of the day.
yeah. But it's so funny. I guess I won't show you. But it's just like T-Pain being like, like, yeah, he stole my beats and then did a rap beef on me with like my own beats.
Damn, is
And,
this
like, but,
motherfucker
like-
Drake?
But like, it's so funny, right? Because you say that, but the guy who like intros the video, it's like one of those. I'm gonna tell you who the YouTuber is in a second, but it's a YouTuber being like, here's the newest update on the beef between T-Pain and Dill Pickle or whatever, right? It's Anthony Fantano, like.
What the fuck? Excuse me?
Yeah,
That's so fucking funny.
yeah. This is like genuinely like really funny marketing for a season nobody gives a fuck about.
No. Listen.
The season of chapter 5 or whatever started
Mhm.
at a very unfortunate time for Fortnite. Because
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals came out like right after it started.
Yeah, and everybody's been on that shit like crazy. Me too, though.
Yeah.
But
And this is also unfortunate for them again because this new season's coming out this Friday, which at the same time this Friday, next piece of news, mid-season update for Marvel Rivals, we're getting Johnny and Ben
good shit,
from
my
the
guy.
Fantastic Four.
That looks so cool.
I am never playing another character other than Ben again.
Real.
Yeah.
Fair. Goodbye, Moon Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a Moon Knight main.
Goodbye, Moon Knight.
Yeah. I need another character where I don't have to aim,
Literally, guys, I play Squirrel Girl, and aiming is all I do. And I'm not very good at
Yeah,
it.
but guess what I got? Mobility.
Nah, guess what you got, Onk? Onk.
You meant because I got 2 jumps,
Yeah.
glide,
Yeah.
grappling hook.
Yeah. And I get 1 jump and 1 big jump. And guess what else? No, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's all I got. But jumping off of that Marvel Rivals news, obviously. Oh, you saw the gameplay. What do you think?
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yo, Firestorm? Oh.
Yeah, that's like a team up ability he has with
That shit look
Storm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Based.
Yeah. That thing burned right through Luna Snow doing her ultimate.
That's sick.
Yeah. Healers, you're done.
It's over. You were already done. Like shit. You already know that like when somebody's like, yo, where my healer at? They're getting absolutely fucking railed.
Imagine a team with Iron Man, Johnny Storm, and Storm on like against your healers.
And you know it's only going against your healers because that's all the motherfuckers do.
Yeah. Yep. Yup. But a bad thing in Rivals news, right? One of now the way I read this news when it was first released, right? It was kind of like clickbaity.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Marvel Rivals director and whole team fired.
What?
Yeah, a team in I think Seattle or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, bear in mind this game is mostly developed in China, but there are American teams here, working on the game or whatever, and it's all very important to the how the game works.
Yeah.
But yeah, a team in Seattle, I believe. The director of that team and his whole team got fired.
Why?
There's no reason. This is also this was also released. He released it on his LinkedIn, I believe.
That's so weird.
The message and there's not really a reason. He just said this industry it's weird, it's always changing. But he didn't say anything bad about the company or whatever, which I guess you wouldn't, because how are you gonna it's not a
You
good
probably
look.
shouldn't. That's probably in the contract.
Yeah, he probably signed something like that, but also it's just kind of it probably puts not a good look on you if you want to get hired for a different company,
Yeah. Especially not in that specific industry, because you could get blacklisted like this.
Yeah. But it's just weird because Marvel Rivals is having such good success right now.
Yeah, right? That's
and
odd.
this isn't gonna affect the game. At
I'd
least
hope.
not yeah, because there was a lot of panic being oh no, is this game cooked?
I would fucking panic.
No, because I said, it's not the main developers or anything like that. It's just it's a small team from Seattle, but again, it's just a weird look. So like I was saying, fucking car alarms at this time of fucking day.
Small development team in Seattle.
Yeah,
Okay.
they got fired, and again, there's no reason as of right now. It's just I said, weird
Mm-hmm.
for the success of Marvel Rivals. Any thoughts on that? Coke. My dog's name is Cocaine, by the way.
That is not his name. That is not his name.
They don't know that.
He's just a baby. Anyway, so Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. So I guess what do you think?
That sucks.
Oh, hold on. I guess that's getting cut too. That's so funny that I was in the middle of that. Is the game in trouble? I don't think so.
Nah.
I don't want this to become a regular for this kind of thing.
I hope
Because this is a
this
game.
is not a thing that happens.
This is a game where developers are listening. They're giving us exactly what we want to. I'm not going to Overwatch 2. And
No. Nobody is. We refuse to go backwards.
That's not progress.
No. And the thing about it is, you would think that with this competition, Overwatch would get better. It hasn't.
No, it's trying to, but it's just giving things that should have been out years ago.
Yeah. It's embarrassing.
And they're development takes time.
Imagine using your speed powers to harass a girl and eat hot dog. What are you doing?
Pocket dog.
He went just to lightly harass a girl and then eat a hot dog.
Yeah.
Awful movie. Anyway, I just hope that this doesn't become a regular. I hope that we pay people properly and we do good things. That's what I want.
Yeah. Above.
Yes. Above.
We think people who work on things should be paid for their work. Artists, musicians.
Yes.
Actors,
Yes.
writers.
Yes.
Everybody should be paid properly for their work.
Yes.
We're very anti-AI on this podcast.
Fuck AI. All my homies hate AI.
Yeah. The last thing I have for news is, I don't know if you saw this. I didn't know about this, but apparently there was an Apple event that happened.
What?
There was an Apple event, company Apple.
Okay, yeah.
They revealed the new iPhone 16e or whatever.
Did they?
Yeah.
Take a look.
Yeah, take a look.
Is there a pink one? That's how easy it is.
They revealed shit, but I was like, this means something to somebody. Here we go. I got a post right here. The biggest takeaways from Apple's event.
Let me see.
The iPhone 16e. Take a look. That's what it looked like.
Okay.
6.1 inch OLED display.
Okay.
Is that?
Let me take a look.
Notch with Face ID.
That's okay.
A18 chip, Apple Intelligence, 48 MP. This I don't know.
This is normal. Can I look?
Yeah, but they're also discontinuing some stuff.
They're just what? Let's continue the SE3. Okay. What? The SE3? That shit just came out. What the fuck? The 14 and the 14 Plus? That's crazy as fuck. That's crazy. That's fine, I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
Let me see. We have the new camera. Yeah, USB-C. Not surprised.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Water
Yeah.
and dust resistant. That's nice. Ceramic shield. This is all just very normal. I like that it looks like the iPhone 5. That's what I like.
Does that?
Like, I like the way that it felt in my hand when I had the iPhone 5C, and I thought it was great. I thought it was like awesome. It sucked, I think, but I think it was actually great. That might be a hot take.
Okay. What is happening in this movie?
Bro, that looks like a fucking Snapchat filter. This whole thing just like a bad Snapchat filter.
Anyways, well, that's all the news. I mean, do you have any opinions on Apple's new phone?
Let me just take a look.
Apple's new phone, the same phone from last phone.
Yeah.
Do you like the new phone? It's the same. That's 2, by the way, on the hitting your teeth.
No, it isn't. I didn't hit my teeth.
You can lie to me, but not the listeners.
Shush. I didn't hit my teeth. Let me see the colors. What's the colors? The color looking like?
Black and dookie.
Nah, there's no way. Oh, fuck you. It is just white and black. Fuck out of here. I don't want that shit.
Yeah, you'll get it when they get.
fuck.
You'll get it when they get pink out there.
Now the 16 regular has pink. Just saying.
I guess I don't subscribe to Apple, so
I know. Like half of me wants to like get a different phone, you know, because like Apple has been kind of sucky.
Oh yeah.
But Samsung is not that much better. Like if it was like Kyocera or something like that, you know, like the Chinese brand, I'm getting that shit. But it's not. We can't even have that shit in this country. So
I don't even like care, to be honest. Like
fair enough.
like my phone's like years old, but like it works fine.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need a new phone.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You can hear my dog in the background.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's it for news. And now, what do you want to start with? We're in review.
What do you got in there?
I have 3, but I also think we should talk about Spider-Man. There we go. News is done. Companion. We saw Companion 2 or 3 weeks ago at this point.
2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go through the plot
Okay.
first. I'm gonna. Okay, so
So the plot is.
what's her name?
Oh, what was her name? Beep boop.
No, that's what
That's her slave name.
that's what Huey from The Boys calls her.
Fucking hate that guy, man.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna just look it up. I'm here on Letterboxd. Don't even worry about it, brother.
Brother.
Iris. That's her name.
Iris.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So Iris is on she's going on vacation with her boyfriend Josh, who is Huey from The Boys, Jack Quaid.
And he's such a fucking bitch.
Yeah, he's not. He's like.
He
Just
sucks.
Just imagine a guy who like clearly doesn't deserve the girl that he has.
Yep.
Yeah. So they go on vacation to a rich Russian man's home,
Yeah.
like summer home or some shit.
With their friends.
Yeah, with like Jack Quaid's friends, not.
Yeah, no, Iris doesn't seem to have
I'm just
friends.
gonna call him Huey for the simpleness of this.
Yeah,
review,
fair enough.
Okay. So Huey's friends, they're like normal-ish people. There's one girl who really doesn't like Iris for like no reason.
Like, honestly, no reason.
Yeah. And then, you know, everything seems fine. And then Iris does something horrible, and the movie really begins there, I feel.
Yeah.
This is going to be mostly spoilers.
No, you know what? Iris does something justified.
Yeah.
Entirely.
Yeah. I don't want to get into the twist. I have the twist on here.
Yeah.
But that's the plot.
If you have seen the trailer, I think you know what the twist is.
If you haven't seen the trailer, don't watch them.
Don't watch any other trailers.
Because the twist is really good if you don't know it.
Yeah.
And they reveal it in the trailers immediately.
Watch it blindly. Just go in blind.
Yeah. I have general thoughts. What do you like, your general thoughts? So you said you liked it.
I did say I like it.
I also liked it.
I thought it was really good.
Again, don't reveal anything yet. I have that separately.
I thought, honestly, it just, God, fucking Jack Quaid's character is so unlikable.
I like Jack Quaid too. I like Huey, but he's
really good at being like really unlikable.
yeah, he's such. You know what he is? He in this movie he portrays himself like, I'm such a nice guy. I deserve what I get. You know?
And he doesn't, because he's nothing.
No, he's pathetic. Really.
It's like a person who like never does anything, never
Yeah,
he strives for anything, never achieves like anything.
He
But
thinks.
he thinks that the world is so against him, and that's why he doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
And not because he doesn't fucking do anything.
Yeah. You think he's like he for like a bit. You're like he is like seemingly a nice guy or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But by the end of the movie, you're like, oh, he's a pathetic loser.
No, from the beginning you can tell he's a pathetic loser from the way he fucking treats his
No,
girlfriend.
but I mean, like it's very clear later on. We'll get to some of the things that
Yeah.
they say.
But like the way that he treats her, he's just fucking rude. And also, you know, like what happens, like, you know when they're
Yeah.
at the party and like at like later that night,
Yeah.
she's like, oh, he sucks, you know.
Yeah. But that's about. I mean, I liked it. We remember we reviewed these in honks.
Yeah.
So how many honks would you give Companion?
Out of 10 honks.
Oh, we do it out of 5.
Out of 5 honks. I'd give it like 4 honks.
Yeah, I think a solid 4 honks for this too. This is the spoiler section because
Okay.
most of what I want to say is in spoilers.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend it.
So if you don't want to know, stop listening here
And
Go watch it.
and come back.
and then come back.
Yeah. Iris is a robot.
Yeah. Very obviously.
No, I don't think it's obvious until it's revealed. Because a lot of the things you can just kind of skew to a different thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there are clues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, I think if it wasn't revealed, that would be a sick twist in the middle. Because the first trailer doesn't give you a sense of anything that's happening. But the second trailer they revealed, it immediately shows you that she's a robot.
Yep.
Yeah. And he calls her Beep Boop.
So fucking sick. Cause I didn't realize what nickname he was calling her. I didn't like know what he was saying, and then like he said it a little more clearly, and I was like, is he calling her fucking Beep Boop?
Yeah.
I hate him so much.
It's so funny because like we said this afterwards, but it's like if you had an alien girlfriend, you called her Glip Glorp.
Glip Glorp is at least cute, but Beep Boop, I should beat your ass. Fucking hell. Calling your boyfriend a clinker. Oh.
So what happens is that Iris kills the Russian
Yeah, the Russian guy, like the millionaire guy. That they're
Yeah,
doing,
and
like, in
they're-
his house.
and you also we'll get back to that Russian guy also because
Crazy stuff.
yeah, I don't want to make this like overly long because the point of these reviews is to speed run them.
Yeah.
But so Iris kills that Russian guy because he
He tries to
initiates
her?
with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's just say that was like the plan in the first place.
Yeah. So she comes back to the home and she's like panicking, whatever. Everybody's panicking.
She didn't want to do that, obviously.
Yeah. And then it's revealed like they're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Because they're programmed robots. What he did was he jailbroke his girlfriend.
He jailbroke his fucking AI girlfriend. Bro, are you dead ass? How? I hate you.
So like that's kind of hilarious. No. Like
Yes. No, like actually, he fucking jailbroke her like an iPhone. That shit's crazy. He did that to like get the, like fucking kill the guy and get like his money because he's like really fucking rich and he has a safe.
So they assume he's like some weird Russian like drug dealer mafia guy or something.
Yeah.
Like that. He works in like dirt or something. Like,
Yeah,
what was it?
he's like a salesman.
Yeah, he
or
sells
something.
soysman, and like he earlier in the movie, he's like, I have many hands and many pots, if you will. I get my hands dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's being literal.
He's
like,
being literal. He literally sells like fucking dirt. Like he
Yeah.
sells. He's probably like
like he's not a good person because he's still like cheating on his wife and shit like that.
but like he's not. Like
But he's not a criminal.
no. Well, it's kind of weird. Like I'm sure like they had him like, hey yo, you can go and like have sex with my AI girlfriend. And it's totally fine. Like she's fine. Just like they probably told him like to put like his thumb on like the back of her like thingy to like restart her or whatever. Like if she like was confused or something.
See, I don't know what was happening there. I guess you saw that, but I didn't see anything.
Like maybe that's like something that they told him. They probably told him like, hey, no, it's
I
totally
think he
fine.
was. I think he was definitely told that like, this is a-okay.
Yeah.
My initial thought was like that what he was doing was to program her to be okay with that, but she like snapped and like it was like part like. It wasn't Jack Quaid's fault, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because he was trying to grab at her neck, and you remember how they said that, like,
Yeah.
behind, like, their, like, ear or whatever, you can, like, reprogram them or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. But,
So then she gets tied down, and then it's revealed that she's a robot to her also. She doesn't know that.
yeah, she doesn't know that. Jack Quaid, for some reason, instead of, like, they said, like, hey, go call the police so we can, like, get this over with.
Yeah.
Now, instead of that, he goes in and he, like, turns her on again, and he tells her, you're a robot. Yeah. You know that love story that they programmed you to have?
Yeah, so the start of this movie starts with her, like, remembering the time that she met her love, Jack Quaid.
Yeah. And it was
And
like at a
apparently-
grocery store, and it was like,
It's really cute.
it's like a little meet cute,
Yeah.
obviously.
So it's really cute. But we find out that that's just like an option he picked from a drop-down menu of meet cutes that you can have.
And he barely even thought about it.
Yeah.
The way that like she's got delivered to his fucking house, and he's just like he fucking put his face in front of her, like, you know, hers.
Yeah.
And she recognized him and they fucked. Like, that's literally how it happened. And it's so
Yeah,
sad.
it's so funny because like any like sweet moment that she remembers, it immediately goes to like I guess what he remembers, which is just them immediately fucking.
Yeah. It's so sad.
That's crazy. Anyway, so all that's revealed to her. She's still jailbroken.
Yeah. I
So-
don't know why he did that.
Yeah, and he still leaves her like active or whatever.
Yeah. But like the main reason why like that's also the reason why like his friends don't like her.
One of his friends is okay with her. But
Yeah.
we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But
One of his friends is actually what's his name again? Hold on. Oh, I lost it again.
it's the guy from What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
The Mexican guy.
What's his name? I forgot.
Mexican man.
Yeah, but it's him from What We Do in the Shadows, and I love What We Do in the Shadows, but I don't remember his name right now. But it's him, and he has a boyfriend.
Yeah, and his boyfriend is the guy from Smile 2 this year.
Yeah.
Not Jack Nicholson's grandson, even though I thought it was this guy.
Yeah. It's not Jack Nicholson's grandson. It's this other guy who's
It's
blonde.
it's the other guy. It's the guy who transfers the smile.
Yeah.
We're getting too much into different movies.
Yeah, let's cut that actually.
But like his like female friend or whatever.
Yeah, whatever her name was. I think Sarah or something.
Something like that. Yeah. She doesn't like Iris, but it's also because she's very much like, oh, she thinks she what she said to her is like, when I look at you, it makes me feel replaceable or whatever. Which I guess she's right, but
she only feels replaceable because she's like a sugar baby.
Yeah, it's not even like she has no self-respect for herself. So like her point's kind of invalid, I feel.
Like the thing about it is that like she's just like she feel like the only reason why she's with this
just Jack
fucking
Quaid
guy,
as a woman. She also feels entitled to like.
she's a fucking femcel actually, but she's hot, so she feels like thinks she's replaceable because all she can give is fucking like, you know, what she looks like, and like that's just she doesn't have any fucking personality. She's a dick.
Yeah.
That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so Iris escapes. She runs away with Jack Quaid's phone.
Yeah. The one that they use to like, you know, program her.
Yeah. So then she looks at like the options for her.
She can change her eye color. That's fun. I like that.
She can change her eye color. I think she can change her hair color or whatever.
Yeah.
She can change her voice tone or whatever, which comes back later.
That's very interesting.
But also, we find out that she can change her intelligence.
And oh my
Jack Quaid
God.
had her at a set like 40, which I think we both agreed like the normal was probably that she was set at like 50.
But he felt like emasculated because she was smarter than him, and he fucking like put her down.
Yeah, and they were like, no, that's a little too smart.
Which is such a fucking testament to his character because he's such a man child.
Yeah, and then so obviously, you know, she puts herself to 100.
Yeah, and she's like, oh.
Yeah. So with that, she makes a plan to like escape.
She escapes. She goes, you know, to the car. The car is like
they make
it's one of them Tesla cars. It's an Ioniq.
No,
actually.
yeah, it's an Ioniq. Yeah, and it's like voice control, or whatever. I don't know if the actual cars do that, but this one
I don't think so. But she basically changes her voice to sound like Jack Quaid.
It sounds like but before that, they make a plan to go look for her, and then we find out that What We Do in the Shadows boyfriend is also a robot.
Yeah, like the blonde guy. He's a robot.
Yeah,
but he really loves him.
Yeah,
like they actually have like a different. He's an older robot, and they've been together for a long time. But they have like, I like to think that he's actually like one of those people who like fall in love with AI. So he's like actually in love with him. Yeah. Even though like the relationship is never gonna be like normal.
Yeah, we don't get to see how much of that was actually like real love he felt for him because he gets shot by Iris.
Yes, but
and it breaks the robot.
Yeah,
what's his name? Patrick? Peter? What is his name?
I think it was Patrick.
Patrick
or something.
Let me look.
It literally breaks him to the point that like he doesn't even respond to other people.
It's Patrick.
Like, but
he becomes unresponsive. So it makes me think like, what happens to any of these robots when like if their person dies in like
I think it's that. I think so.
Because for the robots, all this love is very real to them. Mm-hmm. Because even for Iris, she's very much in love with Jack Quaid, even to the point like after she finds out all this shit's happening.
She's hesitant because she still loves him.
Yeah.
Even though she's at 100% smart, which is fucked.
Yeah. Anyways, things happen. She gets away for a little bit. Jack Quaid gets Patrick to go after her. She gets retrieved. Some multiple deaths happen.
Jack Quaid actually he like after everything, after his friend dies, he like basically programs the other robot to like be, you know, his.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he goes and he tells Patrick to stop Sarah because Sarah's trying to run away because she's like, this is too fucked up. I can't do this
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, but he like jailbreaks Patrick also.
Yeah, he jailbroke him
And
to be
makes him, like-
violent to
yeah,
bring
he-
her
He
back.
puts him at like 100% aggression or whatever.
Yeah, and he like Patrick fucking like stabs Sarah.
Yeah. Immediately stops her, I guess.
Yeah, and she's just like, oh my god, and he's like, I didn't do this. He's immediately not trying to take accountability for his
This is
fucking
your fault.
actions.
This is your
Yeah.
fault, actually. This is your fault.
Yeah, because he's a fucking man child.
Yeah.
He sucks. He's the worst.
Yeah.
And then he literally tries to escape what he's done so much, like so fucking hard the whole time.
So they killed the Russian guy to get his money or whatever, and then
Mhm.
like so they're blaming it on Iris. They call he gets her back. She sits her down just to gloat. Mostly it feels like
Yeah.
because he sits her down in a dinner where he levels her intelligence back down to 0, burns her skin off, and
Yeah.
then like has her shoot herself in the head.
However,
And so then they call the company Playmate or what is it called? It's like an Amazon thing.
yeah, but they call a company and
They
they're
come-
like, he's like, oh, are you gonna be able to retrieve he's like, oh, it's okay, we can retrieve the footage and then we can do like
He's
the
like,
insurance claim. He's like, what
was-
footage?
He was like, what do you mean? She shot herself in the head. He's like, oh yeah, but like that's like nothing in there, but like
No, there's nothing in there but like a Wi-Fi connection. All her shit is like in her stomach and in her
Yeah.
chest. And he's like, oh.
oh. And then it's so funny because the guys leave and they're like, what do you think happened?
He's
what
like,
do
oh, he jailbroke her.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, he jailbroke her. Like,
Duh. Like obviously he did the shit himself.
yeah. Anyways, those guys get killed by Patrick.
Yeah.
Iris is like, Patrick, remember who you are.
And he's just like, no. And then Patrick, he breaks through his own fucking coding. And he remembers the love he had for his original owner.
Yeah.
And he's
what
like,
we do in the shadows guy.
and he kills himself.
Yeah. He puts like a taser in his mouth or some shit.
Yeah. Like he literally fucking fries himself.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Oh, she rescues one of the Playmate guys. I don't know
Yeah.
what they're called. I'm just gonna keep calling them Playmate guys.
Yeah. No, she rescues one of them. And he basically like gives her like,
Full autonomy.
yeah, free will.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And apparently he's like he thinks that like, they should be free, which is fair.
I don't know if he thinks that, but he definitely owes it to her after saving him.
Yeah.
So she goes back to confront Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid's trying to make it out with the money.
Yeah. Then
There's
he just tries to kill her. Like
Yeah,
he tries to
he tries
low-key
to
torture her.
yeah, he tries to gaslight his way into like once again like killing her.
So then he starts just like straight up beating the shit out of her because she probably weighs like maybe 90 pounds.
She's very petite.
Yeah, she's tiny. I have some thoughts. Anyway, but he starts just like fucking beating the shit out of her. And then he starts telling her, you love me. The whole time you love me. I don't care if you can lie or not. You love me. Say it. And then she's just like, okay. And then she said, go to sleep. And I was like, is he gonna be a robot? Nah, she fucking killed him.
Yeah. I was like, is that a third twist?
That would be crazy. That one would
I was
be
expecting.
crazy.
I was like, there's a third robot.
Nah, that's crazy. No.
Imagine. No.
She sticks a fucking like wine opener thing in his head. And it
Yeah.
like twists until he's fucked.
Yeah. She knocks like a piece of like bone and brain out. It's really funny. We're not doing justice here because we're not going through like the jokes.
No, but it's incredible. It's a really good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I recommend it for sure.
I 100% recommend it. Also, it's very like visually appealing.
Yeah, it's very well shot. I will say if I had one complaint, it's not a complaint specifically for this, but just horror movies in general recently. It just feels very claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Like all this movie takes place in like this one vacation home or whatever.
I mean, it
And you
makes
go
it
out-
cheaper
you-
to make.
Yeah, no, obviously whatever, because there was like 5 cast members.
But also, like, if you make it bigger, it's harder to like feel the tension, and like it's easier to escape if it's bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess, but like I don't like the idea of just like being stuck in one area. You know what I mean? Because even like in slashers, like with Jason or whatever, they're running around the woods. At least
True.
I'm like, they're not stuck in one cabin being like, oh, you're gonna get us.
You're gonna get us. Yeah, I know, I get you.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Good movie.
So
Moving
yeah,
on.
companion, 4 honks for both of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, Hard Eyes.
Yippee! That was a good movie.
Yeah. So,
Gang.
what's her name? I don't remember anybody's
I
name.
literally real. She was in Disney Channel. I'm pretty sure.
Was she?
Yeah.
Is that
She's not Liv or Maddie. She was in.
Olivia Holt? That's
What was she in?
I don't know if it's gonna be here on.
What was she?
She was in Tinkerbell apparently.
That's funny.
I mean, I'm not gonna see anything here because this is.
Yeah, no, but she was like in a show. I forget which one it was.
She was in Girl vs. Monster.
I remember that. That I remember.
She was in Status Update with Ross Lynch.
I'm done. What were you in, bruh? Damn. She was in Cloak and Dagger. Okay. She was in Kicking It. She was the girl in Kicking It.
Oh, that's who that is. Oh.
Yeah. She was also in
Oh.
Shake It Up.
Oh.
And that didn't do it.
Oh.
And Dog with a Blog. She was in Dog with a Blog.
Is she the dog?
Yeah. What else? She's been in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yo, she was in Spider-Man.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, we didn't watch that. I didn't watch that.
Nah, nobody gave
It's
a
a
fuck.
2017 show. Nobody likes that one.
Nobody gave a fuck. She was also in Penny Zero Part-Time Hero.
Oh, I like Pen Zero Part-Time Hero.
I was wondering because you stayed silent the whole time.
Yeah, so Hard Eyes. Again, I have my notes here.
Hard Eyes.
So the plots. Her name is Allie.
Yeah.
Allie.
And then it's Jay, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely Jay.
Yeah. It's Allie and Jay. And Allie works for a jewelry company, I
think so, yeah.
And she was made to make this advertisement for her company that they sell jewelry, and it was supposed to be a Valentine's Day advertisement. And she made it about love dies.
Yeah.
She just
of lovers dying.
It was like the Titanic and
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde and Romeo and Juliet and all that stuff. And thing about it is, recently
there's been a Hard Eyes killer.
There's been a spree of crime.
Every year for the past 2 years, they said.
In a different city every time. The Hard Eyes killer has been specifically killing couples.
Yeah.
So on the internet, everybody's like, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
Yeah. And he strikes again when this campaign's starting.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, this is mad tone deaf.
So basically the campaign came out 2 days after the fucking murder happened. So, great.
Yeah. This whole movie takes place on Valentine's Day also.
Yeah. So it's Valentine's Day. And they hired this guy who coincidentally she had met at the coffee shop, and they had a little bit of a meet cute earlier, even though she broke his nose. They had a little bit of a meet cute, and he's Jay, and he's very charming. He's very pretty.
He's Mason Gooding.
Yeah, he was in Scream, right?
Yeah, he was
one of the twins.
5 and 6. Yep.
And he's great.
He's very charming in those too.
He's just charming in general.
Yeah.
And he is gonna be the person that's helping her because he's apparently really good at it.
Yeah, he's a freelance guy for this kind of stuff.
He's great. He's a great thing. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's very charming. Everybody's like, oh shit, he's pretty.
Yeah,
he walks into the room and everyone's like, shit.
Yeah.
I want your job.
So
he's flirting with her a little bit. He's like, I'll take you out to dinner, and she's like,
yeah. So they go on a weird.
No.
She doesn't want to be a date. He takes her on a date. They discover things about each other, and then they're like, oh, this is not gonna work, and then they go off, and then maybe there's a Hard Eyes. They
argue because she's kind of complicated moment in her life.
Yeah,
she went through a breakup. She's still not over the guy.
Yeah.
So she doesn't want it to be a date.
Yeah.
However, they're outside and they're seen a little bit coupley after kissing in front of her ex, because trope by the Hard Eyes killer. The Hard Eyes killer sees them.
Yeah, and they're like couple. So maybe they're hunted down by the Hard Eyes killer, and I think we'll leave it at that right there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, no, I'm gonna tell you. What do you think?
I like that.
Yeah. What would you give her out of 5 hunks?
I would also give it a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a twist though here.
Mm-hmm.
This is not revealed in the trailer.
Yep.
It's not really about the horror movie.
No, it's not. It's really not.
The horror movie is a secondary point to this.
Yeah, no. This is a whole rom-com.
Yeah, it's a rom-com inside of a horror movie.
Sadly, we're in a horror movie, but this is 100% rom-com.
Yeah.
There are so many tropes. Every single fucking trope.
Yeah, but for them, they're characters that aren't from horror movies. You know what I mean? They're rom-com characters in a horror movie. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, let me tell you the tags. It is forced proximity, enemies to lovers, hold on. Survive the night, living a fucking jealousy plot, fake relationship. If you know AO3, you already know what the fuck I'm talking about. But mainly this is just the fucking CEO girl, not CEO girl, but the business girl who doesn't have time for romance. Meets the charming guy.
Yeah, it's a Hallmark movie, except there's Jason in the background.
Yeah. Nah, there's fucking Ghostface in the background.
Yeah, because this movie doesn't it starts with the worst couple ever doing a engagement thing, and the Hard Eyes killer strikes. And it's very gory.
It is. It really. Oh my god, she gets fucking splatted. It's crazy.
Yeah. But then it switches to like this, and it's like this movie's really funny.
Yeah, no, it's fucking hilarious. Also, like, it's just all tropes. It's all references. Fucking my best friend's wedding.
Yeah, you think
you have to catch him at the airport last minute.
Yeah.
The airplane.
For like until you like see Hard Eyes Killers, you're like, oh, it's Jay's one of the Hard Eyes Killers, because like he suddenly appears in Seattle. He goes off. Hard Eyes Killers strikes again, while he's like in yoga class supposedly or whatever.
Yeah.
He has to build for it, but no, he's not. He's just not.
He's just a guy.
He's just genuine, and
It's really sweet.
yeah. So anyways, and like we see who the Hard Eyes Killer is later.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nobody. Like it doesn't even matter, to be honest.
You know what it is also? It's a very well executed romance. Because if there was like a miscommunication plot in the middle of this, I would be so mad.
But there isn't, because
There
like
isn't.
even when they're like, oh, we got the Hard Eyes Killer, it's him, Jay
Yeah.
or whatever. He's like, no.
Also, the way that he gets so fucking mad. He's like, you abandoned me.
Yeah, she
He's
did
like,
though.
well, yeah, kind of, but like she was running.
Yeah.
What she was supposed to do? Get killed?
No, but it's part of her character that she
Yeah.
can't stay committed to. She runs
Yeah,
away.
yeah,
Mm.
But it's really sweet. It's really cute.
Yeah, they're really fun.
Yeah.
Again, the killer does not matter. Like it really
Nah.
doesn't.
I didn't give a fuck. But it was just really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, it's 3 killers. One of them is a rando. That doesn't even matter. The
Nah.
other guy is the hardest killer the second you see him.
Yeah.
And then the other one's like you kind of guessed it was either one or two characters. So, and when
the other one dies. So
yeah, and when she survives for no reason, you're like, oh
yeah, nah, it's her. Duh. Because she was acting mad sus.
yeah. I mean, they were all everybody. Devin Saw was in this for like no reason.
It really was, which is really funny because you think, there we go, because he's
Yeah, because he's acting weird, freaky deaky too.
that's just who he is, I guess.
But like he just gets like he gets stabbed, I think.
Also, the fucking like detectives' names are Hobbs and Shaw. Like
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah, it's so funny.
And they're like the movie, and they're like, what?
They're like, what we've never seen.
I don't know what that is. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's a scene where they're interrogating Jay because again they think he's the Hard Eyes Killer, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they found a wedding ring at the scene of the crime with like his initials, J. Schmidt, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, 1, I've never been married.
2,
why would I have my own initials in my wedding ring?
And she's like, fuck. Because also that's so stupid. Like,
Yeah,
oh man.
yeah.
Hilarious.
It is really funny. There's a scene where they're at her apartment. And she's trying to hide her dildo.
Bible, yeah. She's trying to, she like grabs it and she has it behind her back and she's walking back towards the fucking
Yeah,
like
she's
closet.
She's gonna throw it in the closet. Then
And then the hardest killer, she throws it at his face. It's like,
yeah, the Hard Eyes Killer's just in there.
she throws it at him.
Yeah, fucking like she's pitching for the Yankees.
She throws it directly in the face, and then she closes it, and then the fucking, obviously breaks the door, and then that's what you see in
Yeah.
the trailer. But it's so fucking funny. It like got me so bad.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Incredibly funny.
It's just really, it's a really funny like rom-com with like horror movie happening around it. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's very cute. It's very funny. I'm
Yeah.
very glad we watched it.
Yeah.
Very cute and very
We actually
funny.
did watch this one on Valentine's Day too.
Very romantic. We watched it like mad late too.
Yeah.
Because, it's a scary movie.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it at night. Mm.
Yeah. It's not that scary. It's gory. It's not that scary
Yeah,
though.
it's not really scary. I
Yeah.
don't think. Did you get jump scared?
No. I got jump scared in a different way. We're gonna talk about later.
Wait, which one?
We'll talk about it.
Okay. Next.
Oh yeah. I just Any more thoughts on Hard Eyes? I mean, watch it.
Watch it. That's the
Yeah.
thought. That's the only thought. Watch it. Definitely watch it.
Yeah. I don't know if we did a good job explaining why it's a good movie, but like,
It's awesome. If you like rom-coms and if you like slasher movies, you'll love it.
yeah. I like this kind of like new era of like slasher we're kind of in. Like
Yeah, guys.
this Thanksgiving is really good. In a Violent Nature was incredible
The
last
thing
year.
about it is that like when you're making a horror movie, like a slasher movie,
Mm.
you also have to make like a good movie.
Yeah.
Like you can't just make like a good like like gore and etc. You have to like also like make good characters and like a good like plot.
Yeah. But like slasher is probably like, my favorite flavor of horror,
Fair.
and I just like to see that they're still making good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what was a bad one?
Halloween.
Strangers.
Oh, that was last year. We're not gonna get into it. Boring.
So bad.
boring. It's boring. You're a little loud.
It was a waste of time.
I'm gonna bring it down just a smidge, just a smidge.
It was a real waste of time.
Maybe a little more up. There we go.
Didn't like it.
Yeah. Spider-Man, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
The show just finished today.
It was so good, guys. Watch it.
I don't know if there's anything really to spoil in this one.
No, you know what? We should probably we should just let people watch it. Just watch it. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Great characters. Honestly,
Yeah.
great Peter.
Yeah. I mean,
It's hard to make a bad. Well,
yeah, it's probably one of the better Spider-Man
Yeah.
shows.
so like, there's
It's no
really, like,
Spectacular Spider-Man. I'll tell you
Of
that.
course not.
It's no Spectacular Spider-Man.
It's literally one of the fucking best cartoon shows. Period.
Yeah.
Be fucking for real. Even though it didn't get an ending, but whatever.
What?
It didn't get an ending, but whatever.
No, it didn't really end.
It's still going. In my heart, it's still going.
No, I mean,
But it was really good. Incredible stuff. Also, Spidey suit.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty.
Spider-Man.
So we see characters like Daredevil and Doctor Strange, and clearly, also Iron Man was there for a second.
Incredible Doctor Strange though.
I like the design of him a lot.
Very cute.
Imagine.
Slay.
There's not much to say. I mean, just I guess watch it. You see classic, like, the art style's really good. The interpretations of these villains are pretty good. You see characters. At least for me, I'm like, hi, I'm Lonnie Lincoln, and I'm like, oh.
And then you immediately start stressing because you really don't want this character to become evil because
Well,
they're
you don't
awesome.
know. You didn't know who the fuck he was, but I was like, that's Tombstone.
And I was like, Lonnie. Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking stuff.
It also didn't end the way I thought it was, cause like, I guess we'll spoil this. He beats up Scorpion, and that's that. like.
Yeah. Well, why do you want to happen?
I guess later on, Norman Osborn makes a weird portal to the Venom dimension or whatever.
And then we get a little Venom little thing.
Yeah. So the origin in this for his spider is that it's a time paradox.
It really is.
The spider comes through a portal at the beginning of the season from a Doctor Strange battle with a Venom monster, bites him, and then later on in the series they take his blood to put it into the spider.
But the thing about it is that like we see Doctor Strange in the last episode, and he's just like, "You're the fucking guy that's through the school," and he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? That shit hasn't happened yet."
Yeah.
So in the past it had already happened, but it hasn't happened in the future.
That's no. It happened.
Mm-hmm.
Just Doctor Strange doesn't know about it, because he wasn't there yet.
Yeah. It has happened, but it hasn't happened. Yes.
Yeah, that's what a paradox is.
Yes. But I'm saying it's cool. What I'm saying is that it's cool.
But yeah, I mean, I like Harry Osborn.
Hell yeah.
I think Tombstone's going to be a very interesting villain later on. We got some weird villains too. Like I guess like the most popular, like well-known villains that we got were Scorpion.
Yep.
And a little bit of Doc Ock, but he didn't really.
He looked really cool though.
I mean, he looked like classic Doc Ock, but he didn't have the tentacle arms on his back.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. He hasn't lost it that much yet.
No. Speaking of having lost it yet, Norman Osborn.
He's close.
Yeah. I think I swear to God, like sometimes when he just goes, Peter.
Yeah, no, it's frightening, isn't it?
Just, I can see it. I can smell it, you know?
Goblin.
Yeah. Coward. We have a new world to conquer.
So yeah, no. Also, I don't know who Nico is. Who?
Oh, she's just Nico Minoru. So what she is, she's a character from a Marvel series called The Runaways.
Okay.
So The Runaways, and apparently it's a really good series. I've never read it. And apparently the show was pretty good, at least in the beginning. It was like a Hulu show that you can watch.
I think I started watching that.
So what it is a bunch of kids every year, like, they hang out at this house because their parents are all friends or whatever, right?
Yeah, I did start watching that.
Yeah, and they're like, we don't really know what our parents do or whatever and stuff like that. Turns out their parents are all
like
villains.
A weird cult, yeah.
Yeah, they're all like villains, and they walk in on them like trying to sacrifice a woman or something.
Strange shit.
So they all run away, and then, as far as like some of them get power, some of them have tech. Nico has like, she's the magic user basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a
She used to be known as like Sister Grimm, but I don't think they're going with that anymore. I think they're just using her name, just Nico Minoru.
Okay. Well, kind of cool.
Yeah. That amulet you see in the show, right?
Yeah.
She has a staff which the head of it is designed that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I guess that's what's happening.
We'll see what that means in the future.
Yeah, the
Of
Runaways.
next season of Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah. This is already like renewed for season 2 and 3. I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Yeah, in the Runaways. There's a girl who has like a telepathic velociraptor also.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, I definitely like started watching it, but I never finished.
Yeah, apparently like the first season is good. I think there's a second season though, and I don't know what happened there.
Well, drop in quality or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was pretty epic.
yeah. I'd give this also like 4 honks. The show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of good things. A lot of 4 honks.
Yeah.
A lot of honkers.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. We didn't see like the rhino, but we got allusions to him.
Yeah.
We saw.
Well, we saw him before getting rhinofied,
Yeah. We saw the unicorn.
which was pretty cool.
Yeah, we saw Speed Demon. We saw the girl with the blade hands or whatever.
We also saw the chameleon.
Yeah, but he's not like doing chameleon things yet. He's just wearing that mask to like conceal his identity or whatever.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We saw Dr. Connors before she's the lizard.
She's hot. She's hot, man.
Yeah.
I like her. She's hot.
Yeah, Daredevil's there.
For like a minute.
Yeah.
He's like, don't trust Osborn, and then fucking leaves.
Oh yeah, Daredevil's there, but he's like actually Charlie Cox also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also has a sidekick.
Finesse.
Yes.
I don't know anything about her.
Me either.
Yeah. Doctor Strange isn't voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch though, which is kind of weird because they've gotten him like every season for What If, so
He sounds pretty good.
he doesn't sound like
Oh, he
Benedict
is?
Cumberbatch though.
No. But he
But
sounds pretty good.
yeah, this is like it's not in the MCU, but it's like MCU adjacent. Like some of the things kind of happened.
Yeah, there's like a different dimension.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best thing I've ever seen, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's not spectacular Spider-Man, but
No, but nothing will be.
no.
I miss her so much.
We could have had it all.
Yeah. But that's about it, I guess, on Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Now the big meat and potatoes.
The meat and taters.
Just real quick, I think everybody will be happy to know we did get that popcorn bucket.
Yippee!
We
A
got-
really cool one.
Yeah, it's right over there.
It's right there. Yeah, you can see it
Yep.
right there. Yep.
Yup.
Yep. Anyway,
Captain
really cool.
America, Brave New World.
Captain America, Brave New World. So guys,
So this one, I have a lot of notes on this one, actually.
you remember like when I told you that I, got spoiled for Red Hulk, and I thought, you know what, it's fine.
Let's start with the plot before that.
Okay, fine.
We elected a monster into the White House. How did that happen?
Whoa.
But let's talk about the movie. So, Harrison Ford, who's now playing President Ross,
Mm-hmm.
just got elected into the White House, and we take off from there. He's standing on a platform of like doing things together in unity or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Even though this is the guy who's divided the Avengers, but whatever.
Yeah, the biggest fucking most divisive dude being like unity, togetherness.
Yeah, he's popping Zins.
He's not. He's taking his heart medication.
Yeah, and then we jump to at the end of his like first 100 days, which is important for a president.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what's gonna happen this year, but
Low approval rating for a president of the United States? That's crazy.
What the hell? Who would have?
Oh,
Anyway.
whoa.
Sam Wilson, Captain America.
Captain America.
He's back, baby.
Yippee.
He goes to Oaxaca.
He does. It's for an extraction mission.
Yeah, they're doing an extraction mission where he has to stop a
drug deal.
an organization known as Serpent.
Oh my god, it's a Serpent Society. Those fucking dorks.
And Giancarlo Despacito
Despacito.
is there, and he's Sidewinder. So basically, they stop that. Then after a successful mission, Sam gets invited to the White House or whatever.
The thing about it is Giancarlo Esposito's really angry because his the guy that was supposed to buy the stuff that he was selling didn't show up.
Yeah, there was a deal for the extraction of what he was selling. We're not going to reveal yet, I don't think, what it is. But he doesn't show up. Giancarlo Despacito escapes.
Yes.
But Sam retrieves the thing.
Yeah.
The thing they were selling.
The package, if you will.
Yeah. So like I said, he goes back to he goes to Baltimore or whatever. And he meets up again with Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah, and he basically tells his friend, what was his friend's name again?
Joaquin.
He tells Joaquin, hey, this is who's gonna train you because this is the best fucking dude to train you. He's
Yeah.
super epic, and he
Yeah.
is super epic. I
Yeah.
really like Isaiah
Yeah.
Bradley.
If you guys skipped out on Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Ugh, don't.
yeah, it's like one of the best Marvel shows.
Really fucking good. But Isaiah Bradley's there. He's awesome. And
Yeah.
then Sam gets invited to the White House
For the
by the
special
president.
presentation.
Yeah, by the president. And he's just like, yes, if I can bring
Isaiah.
Mr. Bradley.
Yep.
And he's like, okay. And Isaiah Bradley's like, I don't know.
And Sam's
I
like,
don't
come
like
on,
this."
man. I'm Captain America. Nothing can go wrong. But unfortunately,
Aw.
some things
This
go wrong.
genuinely made me really fucking sad. Because, like, oh my God.
We'll get to it.
Let's go on.
Yeah, so they're at the White House. Harrison Ford's doing his presentation.
He's talking.
Well, he talks to Sam first, and he's like, Sam, you're Captain America, and I'm President of America.
And I think you should reunite the
The
X-Men.
X-Men.
The Avengers. You should reunite the Avengers. You should make the Avengers again.
And Sam
And-
Wilson was like, didn't you, like, break us up? And he was like, don't forget about that.
That was a mistake.
Forget about that. And
And
then Sam
then-
was like, didn't you, like, create the Abomination and, like, have him fight the Hulk in Harlem?
Forget about that.
Forget about that.
And he's just like, I just want us to work together. And he's like, okay. Then the
But
pres-
again, if he does it with Harrison Ford, President Harrison Ford,
Yeah.
they would be the Avengers would be like a U.S. basically military group. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Which, no.
nah.
So anyway, so Harrison Ford's doing his presentation.
Yeah, he's
And
in
then
front of like this weird like glass thingy.
Yeah, lucky for him too, because
Yeah.
Isaiah Bradley just gets up and starts shooting at him.
Yep. He misses him though.
Yeah, him and a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Like Secret Servicemen.
Yeah. They just suddenly fucking go crazy. But Isaiah Bradley he starts running. He gets to running. After he shoots the president, he gets to running.
Yeah.
They try to kill him, but he gets to running.
Yeah,
And-
and he's quick and he's strong because he's a super soldier.
Yeah, and he's very epic. And then he like suddenly stops and he doesn't
Yeah.
know what's going on. And it made me really sad. It
Yeah,
made me
they
really upset.
stopped him at like somewhere near like the Washington Monument or something.
Yeah.
like that.
And he stops and he's like, yo, wait, well, hold on, what's going on?
What's going
And then
on?
Sam is just like,
Yeah, he's so Carl Lumley, who's playing Isaiah Bradley, right? He's really good
incredible stuff, man.
because he's told the story beforehand about how like he got married in the suit that he's wearing,
Yeah.
and you know when he's getting arrested, he's like, Sam, I can't go back to prison.
And he's just like, you won't, it's fine. Like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, they're arresting him. And
It's so heartbreaking because he didn't even want to come and he just wanted to have a good time.
yeah,
and
he was enjoying himself. Like they were having a good time in the limo.
Yeah.
He was having a good time with Joaquin.
He was taking selfies. He was trying to figure out how
Yeah.
airdrop works.
Yeah,
He's such a grandpa.
he was like, of course I know how airdrop work.
Was airdrop?
How
But he got fucking brainwashed, guys. Like that was very clear from like the second you saw it happen.
Yeah, no, obviously. I mean, I've seen these movies.
Yeah. But like it's really upsetting because he like gets taken to this fucking like
Yeah,
far ass
so-
prison.
he gets taken to just I guess like a prison in Washington D.C. as far as I know.
Yeah.
And Sam goes to the president. He's like, "Hey man, he didn't do this." And the president's like, "Doesn't matter."
Don't believe you anyway.
There's another character that's like there, but she didn't really have to be there.
She didn't like do much anyway.
Yeah. So Ruth, whatever her last name is, I don't
I don't know. I think they only call her Ruth, so I don't really remember.
Yeah. So everybody was really mad about this character being it because in the comic she's an Israeli superhero or whatever.
But you know what they could have? You know that could have easily happened. You know Sam's
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She
yeah.
could have 100% just been
Well-
like in her replacement, like in the
Yeah,
entire
they really.
time.
Well, obviously they also cut a lot of Ruth out of this movie anyway.
Yeah, because she had like a suit on for like
Yeah,
5
so-
minutes and then she never used.
Yeah,
like,
for a
she's never
second
used.
she's wearing a super suit and you're just like, what?
Is she gonna do something? She didn't.
No, not really.
But like she's only there to like talk sometimes, and like
Yeah.
she's mostly like off.
Look,
so
Look, I understand, whatever your views are. And if you don't want to watch this movie because of that, I understand that.
yeah,
But just know she's not like a part of this movie, really.
not really
Like, this movie is not about her. It's
in any way. I don't even think she'd ever come back. To be
No.
absolutely honest,
she's
I don't think so.
I doubt she'll come back, to be honest.
Because like she didn't do anything. She
Yeah.
didn't contribute anything. She
Yeah,
didn't
so-
even. It wasn't even alluded to.
So her whatever superpower she has in the comics, which I don't know this character either. So I
She's
don't,
only been in like from what I've seen, because I was trying to figure out like who the fuck this was.
yeah.
From what I've seen, she's only been in like one comic, and it's really like, because she's going.
Yeah,
to
and
go,
I like the inclusion of this was obviously like before this stuff kind of happened because this movie's been in the works for a long time. It got reshot to hell last year, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which you can kind of tell in some parts, but
I don't know whether we would choose this character specifically. Like I don't like. Is she even like part of like the Red Hulk thing?
Nope.
Oh, oh, that was odd. Okay, maybe they just wanted to like add somebody else.
They
for
also
the
don't give her
Avengers
like
or something.
they mention she's Israeli, but that's it.
Yeah.
Her backstory: she's former widow.
Which okay, I guess.
Yeah. What?
I thought most of them were like free.
They are free. She's not working for the.
No, I know that, but like I thought most of them were just like gone. You know what I mean? Like gone with the wind.
If they chose to, they were all free to do whatever they wanted.
True.
And
Anyway,
and she got hired to be like security detail for Ross.
I guess. Anyway.
Yeah, but that's that. So Sam tries to figure out what happens, and maybe some stuff is found out.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that. But so what did you think in general of this movie?
I thought this movie was really good.
I also thought it was really good.
However,
I didn't think it was perfect.
I had some thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
If they hadn't revealed,
Red Hulk?
yes.
Yeah, so when we discussed this last time,
Mm.
I don't actually know if this made it into the episode, but we discussed like, I wonder if they're just going to like show it in the first 5 minutes.
And that's why, like, they revealed the story.
Yeah.
Bro, it was like fucking 1 hour 40 in, and that's
Yeah,
when they revealed him. I was so mad.
If you didn't know Red Hulk was like part of this movie, wouldn't that have been incredible?
That would have been such a good fucking reveal because I didn't know like this storyline.
Yeah.
They just fucking ruined it. Like it's so like it's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's so annoying because it would have been so good. And like literally, I have some sort of resentment to this movie because it was revealed to me so early like that. Like I literally am like, ugh, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Because it's so late in. You think it's gonna happen when he's in the boat? It doesn't fucking happen. You think it's gonna happen like at some other time because he gets mad throughout like the fucking movie.
Yeah, but like even then you're like what's going on really? And then he starts like his eyes start going red, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. But like I'm just waiting for it to happen the whole movie, and I'm like, how late is this gonna happen?
late.
Very.
Yeah, if there's any complaint, I guess there's not a lot of Red Hulk in this.
There isn't a lot of Red Hulk. Actually, something that I heard from quite a few people, because we saw like we actually saw some of our friends there.
Yeah,
and
just
like,
coincidentally.
Yeah, and like one of them said, "Oh, there wasn't a lot of fighting. There wasn't a lot of action in this."
Yeah.
Which like I don't feel it's like that necessary. But
I think that's also not that's a wrong opinion, but like I think what they meant to say was like there wasn't a lot of Red Hulk action that I wanted to see.
Which is fair, because like he was heavily advertised.
Yeah, that's what they sold this movie on, which is fair or whatever. But I still think the action's really good in this movie.
Yeah, but like I thought we were gonna see more Red Hulk. He seems like a very big not villain, but like he seems like a really big problem that you would think would revolve like this movie around. But like no, not really. He's not him.
Yeah,
he's
not the main villain.
No,
the main villain is somebody that's not revealed until later.
I feel like they wrapped off Red Hulk a little too quickly. I don't know. I just thought we were gonna see more of him.
Mm-hmm.
Because like all I saw him do was Hulk out, because like Red Hulk is supposed to be like smarter than regular Hulk.
Well, it looks
have
like
more control than regular Hulk,
Yeah.
I guess. But like it didn't like.
I mean,
that didn't
to
come
be fair
across.
though, this was his first time hulking out.
Yeah, but like that didn't come across at all. Like that's why I thought there was gonna be more Hulk in this. That's why I'm like kind of like kind of get what they mean with the action. It's just like not enough Red Hulk.
Yeah, but that guy's opinion, our friend or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of dumb, anyways. Because like, well, how do you just like watch a movie like this and just be like, not enough boom?
That's so funny. But
I think there's a lot in here to like really enjoy.
Yeah.
And it was really confusing because like before we watched it, there was a lot of like negative reviews. Like, oh no, this movie's a fucking mess.
I saw negative reviews, right? And I was reading through them.
But like,
a lot of racism in there.
Yeah, that's what we found out after the movie, though.
Yeah.
Before the movie, I'm like, I'm waiting for this movie to become a problem. You know what I mean? Like a big mess. And it didn't happen.
It was actually pretty like
Yeah, maybe
clean.
pacing a little,
Yeah.
but other than that,
it wasn't jumbled at all.
No, it made sense. It was very coherent to me.
Yeah.
Like I see reviews and like even the reviews you see, like they get explained.
Yeah. But like most this is what the negative reviews were. Like a lot of fucking racism.
Yeah.
Then it was just like things about like the controversy around this movie, with like the Israel-Palestine thing.
Yeah.
And then not enough fighting. Not enough Red Hulk.
Yeah.
That was
there was also people complaining about like this being an Incredible Hulk sequel, and I see what the idea is there.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm pretty sure we still can't even. I'm pretty sure Marvel can't even make a Incredible Hulk movie still, because like Universal have partial rights to that.
Fucking still, damn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure, at least. But they can use Hulk characters in different movies. But also, I like this because like the other villain, which I guess we'll reveal now.
Yeah.
It's the leader.
Yeah.
The leader, you know, the
He
whole,
looks gnarly.
yeah. So that's another part of the reshoots. Because apparently in the earlier versions, he looked like the regular Leo, you know, big head, but with the hair, goatee, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he looks horrific now, and I kind of like this design better.
This is really gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it, but like it's
I like
just
the
kinda
design, to
ugly.
be honest. I like, because, like, also one of his eyes is fucked.
Yeah.
The other eye glows green.
He's just really crazy looking.
Yeah, and it's like, you think, like, oh, that happened, like, immediately after the fight with Abomination in The Incredible Hulk.
Nope.
No, it wasn't even, like, that bad. They upped his dosage. They made him worse.
Yeah, because they wanted to make another
So,
Hulk.
yeah, so that's the... No, they weren't looking for him to be a Hulk. They just wanted, he got smart.
Smart.
So now he knows, like, probabilities and shit like that.
He's really good at probability. But the problem with that is that Sam Wilson is such a fucking wild card
Yeah.
that he literally just like
He doesn't
beats
know...
all the odds constantly,
Yeah.
which is awesome. I really like Sam Wilson in this movie. I like Sam Wilson in general. I think he's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
I think he's awesome as Captain America.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't, you know, he doesn't have the super soldier syndrome, but that's like kind of
Yeah.
like part of him, that he's like a normal guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
He's just
like
good.
that too.
He's just
So
good at what he does.
I guess what do you give this in this movie?
I still have conflicting feelings about it.
I gave this a 3.5.
Like a
honks.
3.
I'm giving this 3.5
Yeah.
because it's not the best MCU movie.
No.
It's not the best Captain America movie either. But it's
No.
really not the mess people have made it out to be.
No.
It's a solid movie. Like, it really is. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I'd watch it again right now
I think it works.
yeah. You
I
know,
don't think it would be like a low spot, and like, you know, if you're watching like every single MCU movie, like
no.
first of all you're crazy, but
no,
also
that's Love and Thunder.
oh my god, I have a lot of feelings on Love and Thunder, guys. I have a lot of feelings.
You're a Love and Thunder defender.
Not like defender, but like it's a mess, but like I really like it. Like I have a soft spot for it because like I love a found family movie. It gets me every time.
I
It gets me
guess.
every time.
Yeah, that's general thoughts. I mean, so here's some points I have, okay?
Yes.
Plot, general thoughts. Action. I like the way Sam fights with... He does a lot of kicks.
He does. I like his wings. I don't like the purple.
Yeah, so his suit now has the Black Panther powers.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
It looks weird.
You know, you have to give it to him because he's fighting a Hulk.
Yeah, but like he break that shit anyway, so
Yeah. Do you think it should have been better if it was a different color than the purple?
probably.
But vibranium is just like a natural purple color, though. That's why.
Yeah, I know, but like can it just not fucking like vibrate and shit? Can it not like do that, like, you know, the whole thing? Or like anytime he gets hit, it
No.
just fucking like shines purple.
No.
Okay, we can't be normal.
Sorry, I don't know. No, because that's the way you'd be like, he has the Black Panther thing. I know Black Panther.
You could just say that. He said that anyway.
Yeah. I like when they're on the sea around Celestial Island. The Celestials come back.
Incredible stuff. You wouldn't believe.
They reference the Eternals for the first time in like 3 years.
Which is crazy because I haven't thought about the Eternals in 3 years.
That movie's fine.
Eh.
It's worse than this, I would say. It's more boring. It's more boring.
Anything is better than the Eternals.
No, not Love and Thunder.
I think.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah.
But I like the dogfights because like they're fighting the Japanese Air Force or
Yeah.
whatever.
Which, you know, because we're
But they're not trying to take down their planes, because you know they're not trying to like start World War III.
Yeah.
That's the leader's main goal.
The leader literally wants like for World War III to start and it be fucking the president's fault. That's what he wants.
Yeah. So we find out that the leader was imprisoned after. So General Ross has heart attacks. He has heart problems.
Yeah, he was gonna die for sure.
Yeah, but he got the leader to make him some Zins,
Yeah.
to pop some Zins and help with his heart
Fucking
issue.
Yeah.
So that's what's keeping him alive, I guess.
Um.
But
His
so
heart
so yeah, so the idea was like after, you know, the leader helps Ross with, you know, this and gets elected, he would be set free.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen.
No. He lied.
So the leader now not doesn't want to kill Ross. He wants to kill like his legacy basically.
Yeah. He
And
wants to ruin his life.
Yeah. And how do you do that to the man who spent his life hunting the Hulk?
Guess what? those little fucking
Those Zins had
were
gamma.
full of gamma radiation. A lot of gamma radiation. So much gamma radiation. In fact, they made it fucking red.
Yeah. That's so funny. Because, like, wouldn't he have gone to a regular doctor at some point and be like, do you understand you have poisoning? Like,
It's like, yo, you shouldn't you get checked like as the president or something? I don't know. Like you would think, right?
nah, I mean, I guess not.
Yeah, no, I guess not.
And his idea is, like, to, like, have him start World War III while, like, they're fighting over Celestial Island.
Mm-hmm.
Because the island
There's adamantium in
is
it.
made of adamantium. Yep.
It's because it's a celestial, and I guess celestials just have that in them like that.
No, I think it's what Cersei just made them the thing out of. Remember? Don't even worry about it, because it's not worth me explaining Eternals for it.
That's so fair. Because I don't remember shit from that movie.
But I like the fight that is going on, because, like, Sam, you know, there was a specific moment where, like, he's being shot at by the Japanese Air Force,
Mm-hmm.
and he has Red Wing just guide the shield behind him to block the bullets.
But I think that was fucking raw as fuck. That was
Yeah.
cool too.
Yeah, that was good. And, like, so also at the same time, like, Sam's, like, trying not to start World War III with the Japanese military.
Yup.
Also, America shoots on the Japanese because those guys are being mind controlled by the leader. Also, he does, like, this flashing light thing, and they hear Mr. Blue, not Mr. Blue Sky.
No, wait, what song was it?
It was like Mr. Blue something.
I forgot what it was, but it was a really funky little song, that was playing.
And they get mind controlled.
Yep, they get mind controlled. They get forced to, like, fucking kill
Yeah.
people.
So while this is happening, the leaders in General Ross's ear being like, "Ooh, you're getting so mad. You're getting so fucking
you're
mad.
getting so fucking angry right now.
You get so mad. Yeah. Yeah.
Dog
so
water,
mad.
dog water, dog water. He's basically being like the fucking asshole on the GJ. Like that shit is it's really funny.
Yeah. So, anyways, Sam prevents World War III.
Yep.
But and then Sam at that point thinks the movie's over.
Yeah. No.
but
They go to Cuba,
so to speak.
so to speak. They pull up Bad Boys too.
the leader has one last trump card in his sleeves, where he just gets the president to, like, answer questions on TV, and the president's like, "I don't like this."
I don't like this anymore. Actually.
Yeah, it's weird when a president doesn't want to answer the public about the crimes that he committed. But in this movie, it's
Anyway.
also weird that they do that.
Anyway,
So yeah, so the press asks him one question, and he's like, "Oh, I'm the Red Hulk now."
oh.
And so Sam has to go fight him with no super soldier serum. Oh, Bucky makes a cameo also.
Yep. Very very quick little cameo. Apparently he's gonna become like fucking
He-
senator or
he's a
something.
congressman or whatever.
Which
So we'll learn.
nuh-uh.
We'll learn more about that, I guess, in Thunderbolts.
I don't like that.
Why not?
I don't think that's. I don't know. I just don't feel like that's something he would do.
He's one of the youngest senators if he's 110.
I don't think that's something Bucky would do though.
I don't know.
Me personally, I just
Well, we don't
feel
know
that's
his
right.
motivations. We'll find that on Thunderbolts, you know?
Maybe that's bullshit. I don't know.
Sorry.
Maybe he's lying. Could be.
He's not. Yeah, in terms of action, the Red Hulk Sam fight, really good. And that's where I got jump scared, because there's a quick shot of, like, Sam, you know, covers himself with the shield or whatever, and he moves it away, and the Red Hulk just, ah!
He did jump scare Sam for a little bit.
Yeah. It was
It's a
good
pretty
to...
epic fight. I'm like, damn, yo,
Yeah.
you about to get fucked.
And then at the end, so people had an issue with this, too. Like, he just talked him down. Yeah. That's one.
Captain America does.
No, not even. Because that's not what Steve would have done, but this is not Steve. Sam has a background in, like, counseling, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, that's true. He does that. Where was it that he was like talking
The Veterans
to?
Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this is something that was pointed out to me. It's a good thing we did this later, because I had time to think about this movie, right?
Yep.
And this kind of stuff was pointed out to me. Steve met him when he was working at the VA,
Yeah.
and he was doing counseling for, you know, soldiers coming back and having PTSD.
Yeah.
And then, like, we skipped to, you know, that's his background and stuff like that. We skipped to Endgame, and Steve's trying to do that, but he can't. He doesn't. He even says, "I tell people to move on. Some do, but not us." You know,
Yeah.
because he can't move on. He can't.
I mean, how do you move on? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, what? But to me, like, that's not something he's able to do. That's why at the end of Endgame, he chooses Sam to do it,
Because he can.
because Sam can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He understands that Sam has the capabilities to, you know, to like reason with people and stuff like that.
I think that's why he makes a really good Captain America.
Yeah.
And guys, I don't really understand why people don't think he would be a good Captain America. Some people think that, they should just recast Steve Rogers. They should just do something different. They should
No.
just keep him bringing back
No.
other things. But, like, the thing about it is that you're not Captain America. Captain America chose, and he made the right choice. Because that's
what,
him.
Yeah,
So,
that's what the point of that show was also about. Because even Sam is
Yup.
like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. And so he gives it to the U.S. and they're like, oh, yeah, we're definitely going to put this in the museum.
evil fucking
And they
evil
just-
fucking skeleton
and
moment.
then they give it to like what the opposite of Captain America was supposed to be. So in the first
Ugh.
Captain America, remember the general's candidate was like that one bully soldier guy,
Yeah.
and the doctor was like, he's like, I didn't choose him because like I don't need the perfect soldier. I need a good man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they chose the perfect soldier instead of this one, and obviously, they didn't fucking understand the assignment. So, they cooked a U.S. agent.
Yeah. So all that happened.
Yeah. I don't like U.S. agent, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. He's not a bad guy. He
Eh.
did decapitate that guy though.
Yeah.
That was cool though.
No. But I think it was a good time. I think it was a good movie. Not the best. I still have some mixed feelings.
Oh, I still have more stuff to talk about, just in general.
Okay.
Action we talked about. Red Hulk. What'd you think of him?
I think it looked great. I wish I had the black nails.
Yeah. Oh, I did actually do wish he did have the black nails too.
I like the way he looked. I think he looked really cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I think they could have polished him up a little more. I just think we've had the technology since 2012 at least.
Yeah, he did look a little off, but I think he looked good.
It's whatever. What it is, it's nice to see a Hulk acting like a Hulk again.
What do you mean?
Well, because we don't have Hulks anymore.
Oh yeah, 'cause he's gone.
Bruce Banner's smart, and She-Hulk isn't a monster.
That's true. She's just a girl.
Yeah. It is weird that we didn't see any other Hulk.
I mean, what is she doing right now?
Lawyering. Yeah.
We said at the same time.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's weird that nobody was like, Bruce, you wanna take a crack of healing him or something?
nah. I mean, he was only like up for like fucking 5 minutes, so they really didn't have time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they only had him up for 5 minutes, because they would have been like, "Hey, can somebody get Hulk?"
Yeah. What'd you think of the leader?
He looked kind of, but
Yeah.
I think it was cool. And honestly, Loki justified.
Yeah. Yeah. Kinda.
Some things no, but like I get why he.
I think
wanted
his
that
plan was
revenge.
good also because all parts of the plan made sense to me. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not like Lex Luthor's plan in Batman v Superman where it's like, oh, this is all fucked.
God, he's so stupid. He's so annoying. I hate him so much. I'm so glad that universe is getting fucking bombed
Okay.
and resuscitated into a better one.
Serpent Society.
Yeah, man. Dorkiest fucking team ever, dude.
Do you know they cut out some other members that were supposed to be in this movie?
Really?
Well, King Cobra was supposed to be played by I think Seth Rollins.
Were they actually gonna like do the whole thing where like he actually?
No, they looked the same. They were like leather coat guys. They weren't
Ah.
like costume cobras and shit.
Coward.
Like that. I think we might get there at some point. But
Coward.
did you want
Yes.
serpent people?
Can we have some fun? Yes.
No, I think this is cool. I think they'll come back for sure.
Yeah.
I think Giancarlo Esposito will come back for sure. Cause like, why?
He's really good.
Why not get him? You know?
Yeah. He's really good. I like him.
Yeah. Adamantium.
Why do we need to make a stronger thing, huh? Why is it always gotta be a stronger? Is there something stronger than adamantium?
No.
Okay. Well, I didn't think there would be anything stronger than vibranium. So.
Well, adamantium sometimes is a man-made attempt to like recreate vibranium. Sometimes, not in this version, obviously.
Yeah.
But what do you think this means for the universe later on? Because Wolverine already has adamantium in his bones, but that's a different universe.
Yeah. How strong is that? Then wait, hold on. Let me think. If Wolverine from a different universe
Mm-hmm.
comes in,
Yeah,
adamantium.
it would cut through the shield if that's what you're asking.
No, but do you think like it would be as strong as the adamantium in the universe that he went into?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say baseline all adamantium's the same like strength.
Okay. That seems lightly unfair, but okay. Because, some adamantium is made by people to replicate vibranium. So then how...
Well, not in that universe because they don't have vibranium in that universe because the Avengers don't exist and shit like that.
Ah, well, true.
I'm just gonna say if it's called the same, it's the same thing.
Okay. Fair. Fair enough.
But like, do you think like in the MCU this is setting up Weapon X? Do you think we might get Omega Red?
Nah,
Like, no.
I don't think so.
Do you think there's just nothing then?
I think this is gonna be like a whole thing for like maybe something to do with Wakanda. Cause I feel like if this is like stronger than vibranium, people are gonna like start getting like slick and trying to like
They
attack
do-
Wakanda or something.
They did mention like when he was doing the presentation, he was like, "We're gonna share this resource, and it's not gonna be controlled by one isolationist country."
Yeah, that's a little
Yeah,
interesting.
which is so wild for them to say. Because remember how Black Panther Wakanda Forever started, where
Yeah.
France tried to steal vibranium or whatever,
Yeah.
and
The fuck.
crazy.
Also, anytime anybody gets vibranium that isn't from fucking Wakanda, something always goes wrong.
Yeah, I mean they made that shield that one time,
Yeah, that's not what I mean.
but
Every time
also a robot stole a bunch of vibranium and then like tried to meteorite the planet.
yeah, so maybe not, So maybe it is good that that one country has it.
New Avengers. So Sam at the end is still like, well, maybe we do need new Avengers.
Yeah, but like I don't think it's gonna be like Sokovia Accords, fucking Avenger. I think it's
No,
gonna be,
definitely
like,
not.
actually,
Well, they mentioned in She-Hulk, remember?
yeah,
They mentioned that the Accords have been repealed.
Yep.
So I wanted to kind of have this little discussion with you.
Hmm?
Who's on the team?
She-Hulk. We're gonna have Captain America, obviously.
He says Falcon's gonna be part of it too. New Falcon.
New Falcon.
Shang-Chi, obviously, right?
Yeah. Honestly, that would be so sick.
Yeah. I fucking
What's Doctor
love Shang-Chi.
Strange doing?
He's doing a Dark Dimension with Clea, I think, right now. I did look into this because I did want to have this discussion.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see where everybody was in the universe to see if they can
Okay.
join.
So
I have-
Captain Marvel.
I have categories, right?
Yeah.
I have categories. First of all, Spider-Man's a hard no.
No, obviously.
He's dealing with too much right now.
He's also like not even like Peter anymore. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So I have magic characters. Doctor Strange, I think, is a no.
Yeah.
I also have Baron Mordo. I think he's obviously a no, but I think he'd be cool to have like on the Thunderbolts.
Okay.
And then I have Wong. I think Wong would actually be really good on the Avengers.
I don't think that's happening.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Ah.
It would be cool, but I don't think so.
Guardians characters. Now, a bunch of Guardians are still in space, so I think those are no.
Peter Quill.
But Peter Quill is on Earth.
Does he have his helmet?
Probably. But I also think Peter works better if he's not the leader of the Guardians.
Yeah.
Because he never seemed like he was good at being a leader on the Guardians.
Not really. I feel Rocket will do a better job.
Yeah, he was never good at leading. He was more like good for pep talks.
That is all he's good at, isn't it? But I think he could be in it.
Yeah, I think Peter would be good on the Avengers.
What about Captain Marvel? What is she doing?
She's on Earth right now.
She could do it. She
Yeah.
could be there.
I have Wakanda characters. So Shuri, I
M'Baku?
think Shuri's done being Black Panther.
Yeah.
But I think M'Baku would make an incredible Black Panther.
I think Shuri would just go better as like leader.
Of what?
Wakanda.
No, I think M'Baku's doing that. Because remember he showed up for Challenge Day and nobody was there to oppose him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think she's just going to spend some time alone at this point.
She's gonna be like vice president or whatever.
Yeah, because she's like, her mom died, her brother died.
Yeah, no, she's not been having a good time of it.
Yeah. So I think M'Baku would make a good Black Panther.
Yeah.
Okoye, also, she's like the Midnight Angel or whatever. Remember that suit she got?
Oh yeah.
So maybe her.
No,
Probably not,
she's,
though.
She's
What about Namor?
no.
No.
The fuck. First of all, Okoye is completely dedicated to her country,
Yeah.
and she's not doing all that. Namor is not pulling up. Like, what do you mean?
I will definitely see
First
Namor
of all, that's a
again.
big fucking trip. So maybe like if there's some big fucking shit going on, but like he's not gonna become an Avenger.
No. But I think Namor will come back for sure.
Yeah. But he's not gonna be an Avenger.
Yeah, no.
The fuck? He's like king of like the most fucking like secluded underwater like tribe in the world. Like,
Yeah.
hello.
I have young characters that are definitely not old enough to be Avengers yet. But maybe.
Young Avengers.
Yeah, but also then I was like, maybe, because in 2015, 2016, when they did All New, All Different, Captain America was leader of the Avengers. This Sam Wilson Captain America.
Yeah.
And they had some young heroes. They had Miles Morales. They had Ms. Marvel. They had Nova Sam Alexander.
I like Sam Alexander.
Yeah. So maybe Ms. Marvel will be an Avenger. But
No, I thought they were setting up the Young Avengers, with like
we don't know what's happening with that.
Ironheart.
Yeah.
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 I liked her. I thought she was cool.
Yeah. But she's definitely more Young Avengers material.
Exactly.
War Machine. We don't know what's happening with him.
Yeah, what is he doing?
He was a scroll that one time, remember? But also,
I hardly remember that.
yeah. But it's canon.
Yeah,
It don't matter if you remember. The
Okay.
MCU remembers.
but like, what is anybody even doing? You know what
I need him. I think you need him to come back in the armor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you need an Iron Man on the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't think it feels the same without it. Speaking of also, you need on the team an Archer. So, I guess Kate Bishop's Young Avengers.
Yeah.
But it's-
because Hawkeye is not coming back. Leave that man alone.
Yeah.
Leave that man alone to raise his children.
Yeah. And the Thunderbolts obviously their own separate team, so Bucky's out of this too.
Yep. That's why I didn't bring him up.
Yeah. What about Vision?
What about Vision?
What about him being on the Avengers?
Is he? Wait, is he alive?
Vision is still out there.
Oh yeah.
White Vision is still out there.
Maybe. He's got a lot to go through. He's got like a lot, you know.
He's got a lot to remember.
Yeah. What about Scarlet Witch?
She's currently dead.
Oh.
And I say currently because, like, obviously that's not going to be forever.
No, but like that's what I mean.
I mean, last time we saw her, she did a multiverse of madness. So
Yeah.
And then right before that, she also enslaved the whole town. So I don't know if she's on the good books of, like, everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, she's coming back though.
Yeah.
But like I want them to get back together.
Her and Vision?
Yeah.
I think she'll see him. Like, if they do come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Vision will be like, I'm not the Vision you remember. I don't know who I am. I don't know you.
Let me help you remember.
You know?
Some sad ass shit, man.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for Wanda all the time.
Here's
She's like the most tragic fucking character.
Here's characters that have yet to be introduced, but maybe.
Mm.
Blade, if we ever get that movie.
If we ever get that movie.
Yeah. Fantastic Four characters. No. But also, I like the idea of, like, sometimes you get, you know,
They're busy.
like a Johnny Storm or a Thing on the team. You know what I mean?
That would be cute. They are
Um,
busy though.
X-Men. Because
The thing about it is
Anthony Mackie was asked on, like, a red carpet, right?
Yeah.
Well, his Dream Avengers team. And he put Nightcrawler and Gambit on the team.
he ate. I would also like a Nightcrawler and Gambit on the team. But the thing about it is
We do have a Gambit out there somewhere. Channing Tatum.
no. Be for real.
He can come back.
No.
He could come back.
That I don't think that's happening. Also, like if the X-Men happen, we have so much shit for like we have to do so much shit.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, how the fuck do the X-Men happen? What happens there? Who, like, do we get, like,
They're just in a
Professor
different
X?
universe. That's just exactly what they're gonna do. That's what they did with the Fantastic Four, so they don't have to explain it later.
I guess. They're coming over here just to get fucking, like, just to get persecuted by different people from different universe.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's all I have, I think, right now.
Epic.
Yeah. There's more characters like Wonder Man and stuff like that, but like
I feel like we could build a really cool team if Shang-Chi actually gets in there because he's a
Yeah.
very big fucking factor in there.
yeah. We definitely need more Shang-Chi.
Yeah, right? I fucking love him.
Yeah. He might be filming soon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's
Oh.
that's the word on the street because he has been training
Oh.
recently.
Oh.
So the one of the rumors I heard, right?
Yeah.
This is just hearsay.
Okay.
Nothing confirmed. This is just
Your Honor.
something I heard, right?
Okay.
But I heard that the next Shang-Chi movie is gonna have Iron Fist.
Oh?
So it's gonna be Shang-Chi. You know how the last one was Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings?
Yeah.
This is apparently gonna be called Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Iron Fist.
That could be sick, actually.
Yeah. So Defenders characters. Daredevil on the team?
He could be,
He could be.
but he's kinda region locked. Hell's Kitchen.
No, he's not. I mean, you can have a Daredevil on the team.
I guess.
No Punisher, that's for sure.
No, the fuck.
I don't think
He does not align.
Luke Cage and Jessica Jones probably not also.
Mm-mm.
Moon Knight, do you think? I'd like to see Moon Knight on the team.
But probably not. Which personality?
Mark, that's the best one you get.
Most of the time, then you're not gonna have him because that's 1 of 3.
You get whoever Khonshu's negotiating with. Yeah, if they're gonna recast any of those Daredevil, like Netflix Daredevil characters, right?
Yep.
It's Iron Fist. They're recasting that guy.
Awesome.
Yeah. They might do what they did with Rivals and not even make it Danny Rand. It's just a different guy.
Fair.
Different guy.
Different dude.
But yeah, I mean that's about all I have for Captain America. Did you enjoy it? I guess I don't even know if we said
I
that.
did enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but I still have some thoughts about it.
Sure, I mean that's fine.
But I had fun. I liked it.
Yeah. The last thing I want to ask about, I guess, this movie.
Mm-hmm.
There was a post-credits scene, right?
Yeah.
Where Sam was like, the leader, he's like, "You fucking lost. I told you. I can calm down the Red Hulk," and he did.
Yeah.
He was like, "Remember your daughter." And he was like, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah, my daughter.
And then his daughter like visits him in prison or whatever.
Which is cute.
Yeah.
I like seeing her.
I didn't think we were gonna see her, to be honest.
I'm surprised.
Because
But
we got a
cool.
phone call early in the movie. It's like, oh, I guess that was it.
Yeah, right. But no, we actually did get to see her.
But then the leader was like, probabilities in my head. Did you ever consider different universe?
And he's like, yeah.
And then we were all like, we saw Multiverse of Madness. We saw No Way
on.
Home.
Come on.
We saw the Marvels. We like,
Come on.
we know.
Like, man, that multiverse shit like is cool, but like that's enough, bro. We're tired.
No, it's definitely. I mean, Secret Wars is gonna happen in Doomsday and stuff like that.
Doomsday.
Yeah. So that's definitely what that's setting up. But it feels weird because that like, if Sam's only just starting to like think of candidates for his Avengers team now, what's it gonna like? What's the Avengers gonna look like when we get to that movie? You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're gonna need a couple more movies for that, right?
I don't know. It's weird. I have faith, you know, but it is what it is.
Oh.
Anything else you want to add?
That was his review, right?
Okay.
And I thought it was really funny because it was just like it was just like talking about, you know, this movie specifically. It was talking about Sam Wilson and Joaquin.
Okay.
And
Was
was
he calling them gay?
Yeah. It's just like, they're not supposed to be gay. They're not supposed to be gay lovers. They're not supposed to be LGBT. Disney, what is this? They literally like
they're not gay. First of all,
not at all.
They're just two male friends who are comfortable in their sexuality.
They're not even that. They're just hanging out.
Yeah.
They're
You know
not
what?
even like mildly romantic.
You know what's so funny?
Mm.
He has a Captain America cave. Like I think that's so funny.
That's genuinely hilarious. The Falcon Cave.
Yeah. The bird nest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Hey, Loki.
Yeah.
But like, I just think that's so fucking funny because like, yo, you haven't watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Brother didn't watch the movie. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think it was good. Give it a chance if you want. If you don't, fair enough. But that's my thoughts.
Yeah, I think if that's the reason you're not supporting this movie, I mean whatever. But I think it's good to support this movie because it is a Black Captain America.
Yep.
I think that's kind of important.
Especially during fucking Black History Month, guys. Come on now.
Yeah.
And also, guys, I just think Sam Wilson's a good Captain America, so I think we should, you know, give him a little bit of support, give him a little bit of love.
Yeah. The most unrealistic part of this whole movie was that the president got arrested.
Yeah, right? Being held accountable for your actions while
Yeah.
you're holding the seat of president? Ha!
Not in this
Fiction,
lifetime.
am I right?
Please help.
Oh my god, for fuck's sake.
So yeah, we're gonna turn into our last segment of today. Pass me that fucking aux cord you got.
Yippee!
Bucko.
Let me get my phone.
Do you have your songs picked up?
No. Hold on.
I've been listening to I Want to Meet Your Padre.
No, you haven't. Let me just look at the ones that I've been listening to a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my first one is Waiting Room by Phoebe Bridgers.
Mm-hmm.
We're a little bit sad these days, you know? Then we have Paranoid Android by Radiohead. I've been
Sorry.
listening to OK Computer a lot for the past couple of days, and guys, I love that album so much. And then Kamikaze by Omar Apollo? Omar Apollo, yeah.
Okay.
Which is a really cool song. If you get a chance to listen to it because it's really good.
Yeah. Okay. I've been listening to Harvey by Hers. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
I've been listening to Luther by Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA.
Slade.
Yeah. And then, obviously Invincible's still going on. So this week's song of the week for Invincible was Your Man by Joji.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Invincible's going really strong so far.
It's a really good song.
Yeah.
Gas.
Oh, I just mean the show. Like, Invincible's really good.
But also the song is just good.
Yeah. That's what I guess.
Who do you think won? Leave it in the comments.
Yeah. Oh, we never really.
I won. Based OK Computer listener. Yes.
I should make a graphic.
Of what?
Of this of our list.
Okay. Oh, you should like make a poll on Twitter, like who won.
We have no followers on Twitter.
That's fine.
I'd shoot it onto the void and nobody would answer.
Hello.
Who the fuck?
But yeah. Anything else to add, sir?
No, I guess that's it. If you enjoy the episode, give us a like,
Give us a
follow.
follow. If you didn't like the episode, also give us a like and follow so we can, count how many.
If you didn't enjoy the episode, send it to your dad, to your uncle, your grandfather, your doctor, your practitioner.
Now send it to your dentist, and like
To
attach an image of your cavities so they know.
Send it to your cleaning lady, your
neighbor,
your school district superintendent,
your cat, your dog groomer,
your local Chuck E. Cheese employee. Your
GameStop enthusiast cousin.
Yeah, not a worker, just a weird smelly guy who walks in there.
Yeah, send it to somebody who invested money in GameStop stocks.
Yeah. Send it to
a Henry Cavill Peck enthusiast.
let me send it to you then.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, but if you again, follow us on our socials at Clown Shoes Pod.
Clown Shoes Pod.
On Twitter.com, Instagram, and TikTok.
Ding dong.
Well, I'm loving the support that we get on TikTok.
Very cool, very epic. Thank you guys for being clowns and enjoying the Clown Podcast.
And go Birds one more time.
Go Birds!
All
right.
We'll see you next week.
Now stay safe, guys. Have a good day. Have a good night. Or whatever the fuck you're doing. This was Clown Shoes Podcast. Good night.
And don't forget when you're jerking off at a normal speed. All right. Goodbye, guys.